Hello, this is Fred for metalops.com and metalops TV on YouTube. I'm very happy to have FRANTIC AMBER guitarist, main guitarist. She's going to introduce herself. She's alone today. The singer is very busy, Elizabeth. But you, what do you do in the band? I said that. And what's your name and where do you come from, please?
Yes, my name is Mio Jäger, and I'm the guitar player in FRANTIC AMBER, and also songwriter.
Yeah,
I live in Stockholm.
yeah,
Originally, I'm from Japan, but I
yeah.
grew up in Sweden.
You grew up in Sweden. Okay.
Yes.
If I show that, you know that?
Vasa?
Vasa Museum in Stockholm. Vasa Museum with a boat, you know?
Yes.
Besides the museum of ABBA.
Yes.
But I prefer Vasa. You know that? Yeah, of course.
It was a long time ago I went there, but
You visited? It's okay.
I know.
Okay, I know a bit Stockholm. Okay. Yes, you are the guitarist since 2009, since the foundation of the band. In fact, you
Yeah, almost. Yeah, I think it's 2010, I think.
10, exactly.
Yes.
Okay, and there is one guitarist, but live. I saw different shootings on video, live shootings on YouTube, but you are two guitarists live. There is a second guitarist, session member.
Yeah, we used to have session guitar players.
Okay.
If we find somebody we might ask them to join the band. But for right now, we have sessions.
Yeah, and we are going to speak about the new album, Death Becomes Her, which is going to release in April on Roar. Roar is a division of Rising Phoenix Music, awesome label, if I'm right. The division of this label with Kerry King, Decide, etc. But you are signed on Roar, and so it's your third studio album.
Yes.
Death Becomes Her. I have a personal question. Your name is Jäger. Are you in a relation, yes or no, with the singer of Disbelief, Jäger, Karsten Jäger?
No.
Not at all. It's the same name. Okay, it could be because he's singing in death metal bands, Morgoth a bit, and Disbelief in Germany.
All right.
Okay, no relation. Okay, I wanted to know you as guitarist since when you practice your instrument, and how did you learn guitar by yourself in Sweden when you were younger with a teacher? There was no maybe internet and tutorial. Tell me why did you choose to learn guitar and how?
Well, I started with the acoustic and
Okay.
with a music school, and it was classical, and I wanted to play electric guitar. And then he said, no, I just do classical. And then I changed the teacher and I started to play a little bit guitars, but I also sang. And later I went to a gymnasium, what you call music school as a singer. And my guitar was always like a second instrument. So my main instrument was as a singer.
Wait,
And also went to MI, Musicians Institute in Los Angeles. I went to VIT and GIT. And I always continued singing and playing guitar. And while I was studying, I was not playing metal. But
okay, yeah.
I started as a hard rock, and when I got tired of playing pop and covers, and I wanted to go back to my roots. So then I found FRANTIC AMBER, and I really heard it was like a very new with the growl singing. So like, wow, exciting.
So you are able to sing also. You sing in this new album, Death Becomes Her, or it's only your female singer Elizabeth Andrews?
I do some background special things like opera or screams, but mostly it's Elizabeth.
Okay. For example, on which song there is yes, there are some orchestral parts and lyrical parts. Maybe the song Death Becomes Her, if I'm right, or Elsbelle, or in the Garden of Bones, maybe.
Angel Maker. There's like opera singing and scream. in the beginning and of the
Yeah.
verse.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
also bloodbath.
yeah.
You know,
It's you. It's you.
yeah.
Okay.
Yes, and there's some screaming in the background at Angel Maker. Yes.
Yeah, Angel, yeah. Musically, I can say you played orchestral or black death metal. There are black metal influences. It's not only death metal, melodic death metal.
Oh, we have a really
Different influences.
wide influence. I
Yeah.
really love thrash metal, guitar,
Ah, yeah.
and so some of the song has a thrash influence, and I also like this atmospheric
All right. Yeah.
part of the black metal,
Yeah.
like the
Dark black. Yeah, it's very dark.
Hellspell, and yes, and also love brutal death metal like Suffocation.
Ah, yeah.
So some of the songs have like
More
influence.
American, more American death metal, maybe. Not Swedish death metal, typical Swedish death
More
metal.
American, and
Yeah.
also love classical music and orchestration. I
Yeah.
listen a lot to Camelot, if you
Oh,
know
yeah.
them.
Hmm.
I like Septic Flesh, some of the
Yeah.
like very
Okay.
orchestra.
There is a new EP which is coming from Septic Fresh now. Okay, okay. And why this name Fronting Amber when the band was founded? So in 2008 or 10, I don't know exactly what you said before. Why is this name Fronting Amber? What does it
What,
mean?
what does it mean? Or
Yeah,
what it means?
why this choice of Frontic Amber? Yeah, the name of the band.
It was the founder, Maria Sibeke. She was playing in a hard rock all-female band, but she wanted to do another project and play much like a metal and
Ah,
more
yeah,
aggressive. So she started as a project 2008, maybe eight.
yeah, yeah,
Just like a project, and she started to search for musicians like 2009. But the final lineup playing live, it was around 2010. Yes.
okay.
It was her, and she was googling a name which you can't find. If you Google something, her X-band was called Vision. If you write Vision, there are thousands um, companies named.
Yeah,
Wanted a double name with something like a female kind of touch, like Amber is more like
yeah,
a, but Frantic is a little bit harder, aggressive.
yeah.
It's like combination, like aggressive, hard, and soft. So
Okay.
that's our finding.
There was a Metallica song from Satanger called Frantic. You remember? 20 years ago. Frantic.
Okay.
There was a song of Metallica. Uh, okay, from Satanger album. No, so you have a new drummer in this new album. A new drummer arrived in the lineup last year in Frantic Amber. And during a period, it was a man. And now there is a new drummer. It's a woman. You wanted to absolutely conserve to be a all girls band or not especially. Why this change of drummer?
We always wanted to have a female drummer, but it's
Yeah,
hard to find somebody. So we took a man, but when we could find like a good drummer, of course we wanted to have that instead. And then the reason also a little bit personal
okay,
why he left.
okay, I understand. And on the previous album, Bellatrix, released in 2019, before the pandemic, the artwork, it was a woman. Is it inspired by this character? Was it inspired by a historic character or true character? Because the woman is very important in general, and this new album, in the new album, Death Becomes Her. There are a lot of songs about more or less about woman character. The title song, the title tracks on the new one, the Butcheress, Jolly Jane, Else Bell, Black Widow. So could you tell me more about the previous album, Bellatrix, first, and after the topics essentially maybe about men, woman character?
Yes. We wanted to make a concept album,
Okay.
and we decided to write about female warriors, and we didn't really. If you read history, you don't really know much about female
Yeah,
warriors.
yeah.
Researching, and we thought our music would fit with that topic, and a lot of bands writes about
Yeah,
warriors.
yeah. In metal, yeah. Especially.
Not female. So we started to search, and there were plenty of them. So we thought it was very interesting. So we started to write like a.
So Bellatrix, it was a real character, a real historic.
Yes, most of them are historic. Some of them you don't really know, like Lagertha.
Yeah.
Probably you can't really, because it's hard to know if she's a real person or not. But most of them are like a real person. So we
Okay.
did search and found many. For instance, I didn't know there were female samurai.
Yeah.
I didn't know they existed even. So it was very interesting.
Okay. But you know, all the story and when it was written only by the man, and especially the religious man. In fact,
Yes.
yeah, in
And
the history. So that's why it's very sexy. It was, and maybe still a bit again sexist, macho.
and also the second album, we also wanted to make a concept album.
Okay.
But this album is more dark. Some albums are really dark, and some are more aggressive and faster. So we thought it would fit the topic, serial murders.
Okay. You speak.
And
Yeah, you are speaking about Bellatrix or the new one?
the new one now.
The new one, the third album.
Yes.
Okay.
Death Becomes Her is about female serial killers.
Okay.
You know a lot of famous male killers, but we started to research, and there were plenty of
Okay.
female killers too. So we started to write about them. So
Okay.
Death Becomes Her is all about female
Okay.
murders.
There is no song about Elizabeth Bathory because Elizabeth Bathory, in a way, it was. There is one. There is one.
Yes,
Ah,
Bloodbath.
Okay. The second song. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. After the introduction. Okay. Okay. But I'm right. I'm good. I didn't
Yes,
know.
she
I
was
didn't know.
bathing in virgin blood.
Yeah. You know. Yeah. Come on. Excuse me.
Yeah, that's why it's called Bloodbath.
Yeah.
And if you see the cover in the bottom, the
Yeah.
sea is red.
Yeah. Okay.
Blood.
All is dark, but the album is very dynamic, and I think you, the four girls, you are not especially dark in your life. I think you are funny girls. I'm wrong. I'm right. Where does this darkness come from, according to you? In you,
For expression, we are not too dark ourselves, but we like to express the music, and we like dark music too, and aggressive music. So yeah, that's why. And it
Okay.
fits the topic.
Yeah. Okay, probably know what the end of how was the end of Elizabeth Bathory. How was she ending?
What do you mean?
About I'm coming back about Elizabeth Bathory.
Yes.
You know how was she ending?
When she was dying.
She ending, yeah, you know one, how?
I don't know really exact
She
because
was put in a tower of the castle, and they built the wall, and without nothing, and she died like that. Behind the wall, she closed in the dark in a tower, and she finished like that because she was accused to be a sorcerer, to etc.
But then also some historians say there are no proof that she actually did it. Maybe it was like a political thing because some
Yeah,
males wanted to take over her
yeah,
power.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, because she was a strong woman, and they have to put outside of the rules of the Rhine, because yeah, there was in Hungary, at Hungary, the
Yeah.
country. Okay, yeah, your singer is amazing. She has a voice, she has a voice. Do you think a band like yours, Frantic Amber, couldn't exist if in the past there were no bands like Holy Moses, Sabina Crescent, who stopped now, or Witches in France, Witches, all the thrash metal band with the female voices and growls, or Arch Enemy? Do you think all these bands help you to create your style and to exist now and to have a public, an audience? Less metal
Yes.
bands with girls.
No. Yes. I
They open gates, they open doors for you in a way.
Yeah, maybe. And also people say as soon they listen to Elizabeth, they say, "Oh, it's like a Arch Enemy ripoff." So it's because it was the only woman who sounded like her.
There are
So,
no, there are a lot of
so
no, there are a lot of
yes,
women.
that's bad too. But of course, they opened the way. I think we are the one of the first bands, female bands who use growl in Sweden.
Yeah, yeah,
Now
yeah,
there are plenty, but when we
yeah.
started, I didn't know anybody. And actually, Elizabeth's one of her inspiration is a French singer,
Oh,
Eth.
really?
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
Samantha, I think. Crucifer.
Ah, okay.
You know them? Eth.
Oh,
ETHS. French
oh,
band.
okay. Alors, so Elizabeth, first is French. Elizabeth Andrews. Your singer is French.
No. But
No.
her inspiration for growls when she started to listen to growl singers.
Okay, yeah, okay, okay,
She was one of the main influence to
okay.
start.
In France, we have witches, which exist since 80s, end of 80s. It's like a Holy Moses French version with a Sibyl on vocals, and there's a new album coming soon. Okay, you don't know witches.
No.
It's the sister of the guitarist player Alex Colin Token, French, from Aggressor. Aggressor is a famous death metal band in France since the 80s. Aggressor, like Merciless, Loud Blast in France, you have pioneers in death metal at this time. Do you think what makes the group so unique and strong? Is it the fact that to be an international multicultural group, because you said at first you come from Japan at first, different influences, but you are in Sweden, or or it's the fact that you are now a 100% female group? What makes you so unique and strong in Frantic Amber, according to you?
I think it's a combination. Also, we are multicultural, and and also, yeah, I think it's both the music and the image also, and the way we are on stage, because
Yeah,
we are
yeah, live band.
Elizabeth, she's really good on
Yeah,
stage, and
a front
we are
woman.
we are really have a strong performance.
Yes, yeah. She speaks, she communicates. Yeah, and you are humble, but you on guitar, and you play. So tell me more about your guitar play strokes. You play on left hand.
Yeah, yes, I'm left-handed.
So,
Yes.
so you are a woman. You play a Japanese girl in Sweden, and you play death metal. It's not easy to launch your own stuff, your own work, and to exist in all this whole planet of a lot of bands, and especially on left guitar. Left, you have a special guitar on left. It's not you. It's not a
Yeah,
problem
it's very hard to find
nowadays.
guitars.
Yeah.
Always, every country I go, I look for left-handed guitars. But the last two ones I bought in Japan actually,
It, yes.
E2,
Okay.
and I also have LTD,
LTD.
ESP
Yeah.
too. So most of them, I have some Schecters, but there
Ah,
are six.
six string or seven string? You play on six string.
Now I play 7-string, and it's very hard to find because now I want an arrow. But I just got endorsed by ESP, and I will custom make a 7-string arrow
Okay,
guitar.
okay. Okay, and it's it's expensive. It's more expensive a left hand guitar.
Yes, and
Uh,
also to custom make them, it's very expensive.
well,
So,
but you could inverse the guitar like Jimi Hendrix or Kurt Cobain. You can inverse
uh,
the to left or right guitar, and you inverse and you put the string.
but the volume control and
Yeah,
the
no, it's not easy. Yeah.
jack comes wrong.
You have to
So that
customize it. You have to customize it to call a special technician special. Okay. Okay, what and which guitarist inspired you when you were younger and you wanted to not to play classical guitar but to play metal music? Which guitarist? I don't know, Marty Friedman, guitarist from I don't know, more death metal, Transactot from Morbid Angel.
actually, I was a singer, so I listen mostly for singers, but for guitars, I didn't imitate them like that, but I liked like Van Halen,
Okay,
uh, like Satriani,
okay.
what more? Also, of course, I listened to Yngwie Malmsteen, and
Ah, yeah, in Sweden. Yeah.
then I started a lot of
Okay.
metal guitar player too. But I don't have like any special,
Yeah,
but
an
but
idol.
it
You don't have an idol, especially in extreme music and.
no, not that kind. Maybe the band Archfire, both guitar
Ah,
player.
yeah, yeah. Ah, yeah.
I like them, and also the guitar player in Suffocation. Yes.
Okay.
And
Oh, okay. And you play on so if you play on seven string, you are what's your tuning? B flat, B standard.
yeah, the first album was played with a 6-string
Okay.
in C,
Ah,
but
okay.
then from the second album we started to have 7-string, and
And
then
and
we had B, but as with a G flat tuning on the
and
G
then
string.
okay. And the new
But
one.
the new one is a natural, B
Ah,
natural, like a real 7-string.
okay, okay. And which kind of pickups or Seymour Duncan,
G,
ENG
yes, yes.
80, 81, 85.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay. 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 How many hours do you rehearse? Do you rehearse every day?
Do you mean me as a
Yeah.
guitar player?
Yeah. You as guitarist alone, and after, yeah, with the band.
Yeah, I try to practice when I have time, and maybe 2 hours
2 hours a
at
day.
least. Yes,
Yeah, okay.
but
I-
then
i-
sometimes I just have time to play just shorter times. It depends.
Is it true that it's good to rehearse, to internet, to practice every day? Not a lot of time, but every day. minimum 30 minutes, 1 hour or 20 minutes is better than 1 hour, 1 or 2 hours, just 1 month, or during one day, during
Yes.
just 1 month. Yeah,
Yes.
regularly. Yeah.
It's much better to have every day, but a little bit shorter than
Yeah.
once a week. Yes,
Yeah.
it's much.
And with the girls, when you rehearse in Stockholm, you have your home studio, your local of rehearsal room.
Yes. Now it's our singer lives in Denmark,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
we have session play in south of Sweden,
Yeah.
Hässleholm. So it's more close to Denmark. So sometimes we are 3 members from Stockholm. Sometimes we go down to the bass player's place
Yeah.
because it's very close to Denmark.
Okay.
And sometimes they come up to Stockholm, and we have like a band camp, like before gigs or a tour, they come up and we rehearse the whole
Okay.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Okay. So I have said your drummer is Laura now, and on drums, and Madeleine on bass. I didn't speak about that. The other members of the lineup. So now it's Laura on drums, Laura Hernandez.
Yes.
She played before in Distance Between. Her musical
Yeah,
background, she played or she still plays in Distance Between.
I think she still plays there.
Okay. Okay. There are 2 singles already online, Black Widow and Jolly Jane. What are the single videos?
Yes.
Jolly Jane and Black Widow are already out. Are there new video songs coming in April and later?
No, they actually come in one more video, Hell Spell.
Yeah,
It's
I like.
another single coming up the 5th of March.
Yeah.
And then the album will come out 4th of April.
April. Mm-hmm.
Then we have a Black Widow.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
So we have 3 videos coming up.
Okay. Okay. To conclude, when can we hope to see you live in France? And are you going to tour in Europe to make summer festivals this year or next summer or 26? Are you going to play in Japan, an Asian tour? Tell me, what's the
We
plans?
hope so. We hope so.
You are booking a tour?
Because we don't have really a booking agency. We never had. We are looking for some, and
Okay.
we'll start to negotiate. But we have plenty of festival gigs in Sweden, and we have
Hard rock festival.
Norway and Åland. We have this summer. We have.
Yeah. Okay. And France?
We would love to come.
Okay.
If there are, we could apply.
Okay, I think you have your place. Come on to play to festivals, Hellfest, Motoculture, Silac, a lot of big festivals, no, in France.